My name's Keith. Been working here for 4 years. I was a graduate from C1 in 1990, and I drove for 12 years. First job I ever had, it was pretty much treated me as an adult. Here's your load, get it there on time, and if I wanted to stop, I could stop, because I made a lot of money, paid the bills off, and it was a freedom feeling of knowing that they're trusting me with their product and not somebody looking over my shoulder saying you can do this and when to do it, and came back to teach to help get other people into the business, to help them achieve goals that they have, to have the fun and make the money that I made when I was out there. If they've prepared beforehand, reading the manual, getting on e-gears, it does. We can see a difference in test scores and progress. The ones that worked before they got here, things go a lot easier for them. If you wait until you show up here to get started, you kind of put yourself behind a little bit. When the driver agents get on the e-gears will help you. It is an interactive tool. It's not just you get to see what your final score was. It gives you information on why those answers were what they were. The course is designed to be a 3-week program. And when we see that you have the skill and the consistency, then you're ready to get a license. We're going to be with the classroom instructor for the first week. Day one is, in the beginning is orientation, getting the paperwork filled out, and then we start working on the subjects. Day 2 in the morning we finish on the subjects, and then by afternoon we're going to the BMV to start permit testing. And from there, from the classroom test, after we get a permit, as we get into DOT test, we teach about map tripping, how to log. We cover hazmat a little bit. Biggest thing is if there's something that is being covered that you don't understand, you need to ask questions about it. That's the only way you're going to learn. We don't know what you don't know until you ask questions about it. If we've had students that have struggled, it's generally because they haven't put the effort forth. They haven't studied, they haven't asked questions, they waited till it was end of the day or end of the week to kind of go back and say, I didn't quite understand that. And that's why it's important to ask those questions as we go through them so you get that information. One of the things I say is that one grain of information, that might have been all it takes to open up the floodgates to get the rest of the information. So you got to be proactive, because this is your education. If you're struggling, you have to step up and say, I'm not understanding what's going on, and we're here to help you with that. Listen, focus, supply, and retain. Listen to the information that's being taught to you. Okay? Focus on what's going on. Practice it. That's what we mean by focusing. Apply it. Use what we're teaching you to use. Okay? And then retain it, so we're not having to reteach it to you daily. And if you can do those 4 things, you're going to get a license.
Now, it doesn't give the precise pinpoint location. What it does is you can see out here with the map key, L7. Okay, on every state map here, down the left side, in 1-inch squares.
There's a right way to do this stuff. And there's rules and laws and regulations in place for a reason. And when you follow them, life's easy. You work harder trying to go around them, but the main thing was for people to be safe. And that's why I try to stress to them, what I stress in classroom, be safe. The things that we cover in class is not only things that are required by your carriers, logging and such, but we go through the safety mechanical aspect of what you will be doing for next week. And we will cover the backing skills and the steps that we want you to use to accomplish those, how we want you to drive safely, the step by step. You will be shown by your instructors each step of the way of how we want you to do things. But what we take from classroom, if you can retain that information, it will help you for next week as you progress through the training.